Hello my dear students, welcome you all for the Samveda e-learning program. We are discussing about chapter number 11 algebra from last two sessions. This is the third and last session. You are going to learn more about algebra. Before going to learn about today's concepts, let us recall what we have discussed in first and second session. In the first session, we have learnt about mastic pattern to understand fundamentals of algebra, and also we have discussed about idea of variable, the more mastic pattern to frame the general form or general formula for a particular shapes. Then more examples, variables we have discussed, and we have solved the problems on exercise 11.1 and 11.2. In the second session, we have discussed more about algebra. In that, we have learnt about use of variables in common rules, like in case of arithmetic, in case of geometry, etc. And also we have learnt about expression with variables. We have learnt about algebraic expressions and method of writing algebraic expression. So method of reading algebraic expression, and we have learnt how to convert a statement into a algebraic expression. So based on that, we have solved exercise 11.3, and also we have discussed about using expressions practically. Under that, we have solved the problems on exercise 11.4. We have got the general formula for the perimeter of a square. You know that the sides of a square are equal. So that is why if you are going to consider L for each side means, then perimeter becomes sum of the four sides, then sum of the four side will be equal to 4L, and also we have obtained the perimeter of a rectangle. So you know that in a rectangle opposite sides are equal. So for one set of opposite sides we have called L, that is what we call length, and for the another set we have got B, that is breadth. So there are 2L and 2B in case of rectangle. So the perimeter of the rectangle is obtained by adding the four sides. So here since opposite sides are equal, we have equated for 2 into length of CD plus 2 into length of BC, then it becomes 2L plus 2B. Therefore, the general formula for perimeter of the rectangle P is equal to 2L plus 2B. So this is how we can frame the general formula using variable on the concepts of geometry. Similarly, we have discussed about the commutativity of addition of two numbers in case of arithmetic. Even we have formed the general formula for the arithmetic operations like addition, multiplication and distributive property. As we all know that when we are going to add any two number like this, what happens? We will obtain a sum, but when we are going to interchange the numbers like this, then also the sum is never going to be changed. So such a kind of the operation in case of arithmetic is called as commutativity of addition of two numbers, and we have formed the general formula for this. Before that, we have learned that commutativity means interchanging, and commutating the order of the numbers in addition does not change the sum. That is what we have learned in the previous class, and the use of variables allow us to express the generality of the property in concise way. So we can concise the long expressions by using variables, and we can come to the general conclusion like A plus B is equal to B plus A in case of commutativity of addition. And also we have learnt about commutativity of multiplication of two numbers. Here also, when the numbers is going to be multiplied, any two numbers is going to be multiplied, we obtain product. So when we are going to change the numbers like this, interchange the number like this, then also we will get product. So the product obtained is always equal to the product obtained by interchanging the numbers like this. So this property is called as commutativity of multiplication of two numbers and commutating or interchanging the order of numbers in multiplication does not change the product. So, by using variables a and b, so we have drawn the generality for the expression, that is a into b is equal to b into a. And also we have learnt about distributivity of numbers. You know that multiplication of big numbers can be simplified easily by using distributive property. So, for that we have used the general formula for the distributivity of the numbers. A into b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c. So, what is the distributivity of numbers tells about? It tells about a into b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c. This is what we have discussed in the previous session. In the previous session, we have solved many exercise problems and we have got some easiest way to identify the algebraic expressions and naming the algebraic expressions, identifying the constant as well as variables. Today, you are going to learn more about algebra. In this session, you are going to learn about the meaning of equation, which is going to be used in algebra, and also solution of an equation. You are going to learn about, you are going to practice about how to solve the equation. Based on that, you are going to solve the exercise 11.5, and at the end we are going to recall what we have learnt in 3 sessions. I hope you are all ready with the pen as well as book. Let us go with the equation. What is an equation? In algebra, an equation can be defined as the mathematical statement consists of an equal symbol between two algebraic expression. We can notice the equal sign between two algebraic expression. And the most basic and common algebraic expressions or equations in maths consist of one or more variables. The most basic common algebraic equations in maths consist of one or more variable. Here I have taken the equation with one variable. Here the variable is x. Then what is the equation in this case? 2x plus 3 is equal to 13. So, when we are going to substitute the value for x, left hand side expression and right hand side expression will be equal. This is what we call the equation. What is an equation? Yes, an equation indicates the equality among two algebraic expressions. Let us learn more about an equation. For instance, 3x plus 5 is equal to 14 is an equation, no doubt, because equal sign is there between two algebraic expressions, in which 3x plus 5 and 14 are expressions separated by equal sign. In an algebraic equation, the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. 3x plus 5 in this case is left hand side and 14 is the right hand side. So, look at this. Here you can identify which is constant, which is variable, and where we are going to write the equation, and about algebraic term as well as algebraic expression. So, in the example given, the equation which is appearing on the screen, 5x is nothing but a term, and 9 is also a term, and 24 is also a term. Here 5x plus 9 is combined with using operator called plus sign. In 5x, 5 is coefficient and 9 is constant. 5x together called term, 9 is also called as algebraic term, and 24 is nothing but a constant, it is known to you, it is also called as a term. Here 5x plus 9 together called as algebraic expression. 5x plus 9 in this case is left hand side and 24 is on the right side of the equal sign, that is why it is right hand side. An equation has equal sign between two sides. The equation says that value of the left hand side LHS is equal to the value of the right hand side RHS. Similarly, if the LHS is not equal to the RHS, we do not get an equation. If it is not equal, that is LHS is not equal to RHS, then it will not the example for the equation. Then, for example, the statement 2n is greater than 10 can be symbolically written as 2n greater than 10 is not an equation. Why? Though there is a variable, though there is a algebraic expression separated by a symbol, this symbol is not equal. So, here this is not the example for equation. Similarly, the statement 2n is smaller than the 10, that is 2n smaller than 10, it is also not an equation, because here also there is no equal sign. In the statement x minus 3 greater than 11 or x minus 3 less than 11 are also not the example for an equation. So, let us consider one more statement which is given over here. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. The difference of 8 and 3 gives us 5. This becomes 5 equals 5. Since there is a equal sign over here, we are going to call it as numerical equation, not the algebraic equation. An algebraic equation must consist of a variable. Usually, the word equation is used only for equation with one or more variables, as I told you already. Based on this, so let us solve few problems. State which of the following are equations with a variable. In the case of equations with a variable, identify the variable. The questions are like this. X plus 20 is equal to 70. 8 into 3 is equal to 24. 2p greater than 30. N minus 4 is equal to 100. 20b is equal to 80. Y by 8 less than 50. Among these, we have to identify the equations and also the variable which is used in this equation. So, let us find one by one. For the first, x plus 20 is equal to 70, it is an equation and variable is x. Why it is an equation? Because it is having equal sign. Two algebraic expressions are written with using equal sign. What about the second case? 8 into 3 is equal to 24. Though there is a equal sign in this case, it is called as numerical equation, but not the algebraic equation. So, the answer is no, this is a numerical equation. Why it is a numerical equation? Since there is no algebraic variable. What about C? 2p greater than 30. Here, so there is a variable, because of the absence of equal signs, it will not the example for the equal equation. That is why it is not an equation. What about D? N minus 4 is equal to 100. There is a variable. There is a equal sign. Therefore, it is an example for equation and the variable is n. In case of 20b is equal to 80, here also we are finding variable along with the numbers with equal sign. Therefore, it is also a equation with variable b. In case of f, y divided by 18 less than 50, it is not an equation. Why? There is no equal sign. Let us find the answer for the next question. Fill in the blanks as required. The questions are like this. In the first question, x plus 10 is equal to 30. So, there is a space over here. There we have to write the variable. So, which is the variable? Yes, x. What is 10 called? Yes, constant. What about 30? That is also a constant. What is this? It is an operator. So, how to read this? 10 is added to x, which yields the sum 30. I think you are all familiar in reading the algebraic equations. You have learnt in the second session. P minus 3 is equal to 7. Here, which is the variable? You are right. P is the variable. Let us go to the next question. 3n is equal to 21. What about in this case? Which is the variable? N is the variable. In case of t divided by 5 is equal to 4, can you tell me the variable? You are exactly correct, t is the variable. What about 5? 2l plus 3 is equal to 7. Which is the variable? Very good, L is the variable. 2m minus 3 is equal to 5. Can you tell me the variable over here? Very good, m is the variable. Yes. Now let us learn about solution of an equation. If there is a equation, we have to get the solution, or the method of finding the value for the variable is called as solving an equation. So through the solution of an equation, we will get the value of the variable. Let us understand more about this solution of an equation. The value of the variable in an equation which satisfies the equation is called solution of the equation. The value of the variable in an equation which satisfies the equation is called as a solution of the equation. In case of n is equal to 5 is a solution for the equation 2n is equal to 10. Why? Because when we are going to substitute 5 in case of n, this becomes 2 into 5. 2 5s are 10, 10 is equal to 10. So therefore, here we are getting left hand side is equal to right hand side. The value of the both side will be equal. Therefore, n is called the solution. N is equal to 5 is called the solution of the equation 2n minus 10. So I am showing you again. So when we are going to substitute 5 in case of n, we will get 2 into 5 is equal to 10. 10 is equal to 10. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, 5 is the solution for the given equation. Here one more example is given. N is equal to 6 is not a solution of the equation 2n is equal to 10. Why? When we are going to substitute n is equal to 6 for the equation, in case of left hand side 2n, 2 into 6 is equal to 12. That is 2 6 are 12. What about in right hand side? Right hand side 10 is there. Therefore, 12 is not equal to 10. Therefore, LH is not is equal to RHS. Therefore, 6 is not the solution for the given equation 2n is equal to 10. In case of equation x minus 3 is equal to 11, this equation satisfied by x is equal to 14. How? In case of left hand side x minus 3 is there, then x minus 3 can be written as 14 minus 3. When we are going to substitute x is equal to 14, we will get 14 minus 3 which is equal to 11. So both side 14 minus 3 is equal to 11. Then we will get 11 is equal to 11. Both sides are equal. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. 14 is the solution for the equation x minus 3 is equal to 11, or the value of the variable x in this case is 14. Let us learn more about this by solving exercise 11.5. In case of 11.5, you are going to get more problems. If you are going to solve these problems, you will get more clarity towards the solving an equation. The question is like this: state which of the following are equation with variable, give reason for your answer, identify the variable from the equation with a variable. The question is like this: A, 17 is equal to x plus 7. Yes, it is an equation, variable is x. T minus 7 greater than 5. Very good, you are telling correct answer. No, it is not an equation because there is no equal sign. C, 7 into 3 minus 19 is equal to 8. It is also not an equation. It is just a numerical equation since there is no variable. Then 5 into 4 minus 8 is equal to 2x. There is a equal signs, there is a left hand side, there is a right hand side along with variable. Therefore, it is a equation with variable x. In case of x minus 2 is equal to 0, there is a left hand side, there is a right hand side, there is a equal sign, there is a variable. Therefore, it is an equation with variable x. 2m less than 30. What about this? It is not a equation because there is no equal sign, though there is a variable. In case of 2n plus 1 is equal to 11, it is an equation because equal sign is there along with the variable n. So, in this case the variable is n. 7 is equal to 11 into 5 minus 12 into 4. All along the equation there is no variable, therefore, it is not the equation with variable, therefore, simply it is a numerical equation. There is a one more question. 7 is equal to 11 into 2 plus p. Definitely it is a equation with variable p. 20 is equal to 5y into 1. Definitely it is a equation. So, because variable y is there, z plus 12 greater than 24, it is not a equation because there is no equal sign. L 20 minus 10 minus 5 is equal to 3 into 5. It is not a algebraic equation, simply it is a numerical equation. 7 minus x is equal to 5. Definitely it is a equation with variable x. Then there is another wonderful question. Pick out the solution for the values given in the bracket next to each question. Show that the other values does not satisfy the equation. Other values are not the solution for the given equation. Let us test one by one. Substitute 10 in place of n, what you will get? When 10 is substituted in place of n, you will get 5 into 10. What is the product of 5 and 10? Definitely it is 50. LHS gives us 50 and 60 is there in the RHS. Therefore, 50 is not is equal to 60. Now, take the second value 5. 5 into 5, 25. Therefore, LHS is becomes 25 and RHS is 60. 25 is not also equal to 60. Then what about when we are going to substitute 12 in case of m? Yes, we will get 5 into 12 in LHS. 5 into 12 gives us 60. Therefore, 60 is equal to 60. When we are going to substitute 12 in place of m, the equation becomes satisfied. LHS is equal to RHS. Let us test for the one more value, m is equal to 15. When we are going to substitute 15 in case of m, we will get 15 5 is 75 in LHS. Therefore, 75 is not is equal to 60. Here only the one value which satisfies the equation, that is 12 into 5 is equal to 60. Here 12 is the solution for this equation. Which is the solution for this equation among 4 values given here? 12. Why? 12 into 5 is 60. 60 is equal to 60. So, therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. The equation becomes holds good. Therefore, this is what we call solving an equation and finding the value of the variable. Let us try for one more value. Here n plus 12 is equal to 20 is given. There are 4 values are given. We have to find one correct value which satisfies the equation. Let us test one by one what we have did in the earlier case. In case of n, substitute 12, what you will get in the LHS? 12 plus 12 is equal to 24. Here LHS becomes 24, RHS becomes 20, 24 is not is equal to 20. Substitute 8 now. 8 plus 12 is equal to 20. We are substituting 8 for the LHS. Therefore, 8 plus 12 is equal to 20. LHS has become 20. There is a 20 in the RHS. Therefore, 20 is equal to 20. Then 8 satisfies the equations. Therefore, it will be the solution for the equation. Let us test 2 more value given in the question. When we are going to substitute 20 in place of n, what we will get? 20 plus 12. What is the sum of 20 and 12? It is 32. What about 32 and 20? They are not equal. What happens if you are going to substitute 0? 0 plus 12 is equal to 20. Then 0 plus 12 will be 12. Anything is added to 0, we will get the same number. Therefore, there is a 12 in LHS and there is a 20 in RHS, therefore, they are not equal. Here only one case is holds good, that is 8 plus 12 is equal to 20. So, 20 is equal to 20 becomes when 8 is going to be substituted for the given equation, therefore, 8 is the solution for the equation. Let us try one more. P minus 5 is equal to 5. Here also substitute the 4 different values given in the question and verify whether LHS is equal to RHS. I hope you are all doing along with me. Take 0. What we will get? You will get 0 minus 5 is equal to 5. What is 0 minus 5? It is minus 5 only. Minus 5 is not is equal to plus 5. What about when P is equal to 10? This becomes 10 minus 5. What is 10 minus 5? 5. Very good. LHS we will get 5. 5 is there in the RHS. Therefore, equation becomes satisfied when we are going to substitute 10 in place of P. Similarly, when we are going to substitute 5 in case of P, we will get 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. What about when minus 5 is going to be substituted? Minus 5 will give us minus 10. So, therefore, here also the values are not going to equal. Here the equation is going to be satisfied when 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. Therefore, solution for this equation is 10. Let us go to the next question. Q divided by 2 is equal to 7. Substitute the value of Q, which is given in the bracket 7, 2, 10, 14. Verify whether the equation is going to be satisfied or not. What happened when 7 is going to be substituted in place of Q? 7 by 2 is equal to 7, there is a RHS. 7 by 2 is 3.5, which is not is equal to 7. Therefore, 3.5 is not is equal to 7. 7 do not satisfies the equation, or that is not the solution for the equation. What about when 2 is substituted? 2 by 2 is equal to 7. Then left hand side 2 by 2 gives us 1. 1 is not is equal to 7. So, that is what we have to be confirmed. What about 10 when substituted in place of Q? 10 divided by 2 is equal to 7. Left hand side becomes 5. 5 is not is equal to 7. In this case also 10 is not the solution for the given question. What about when 14 is substituted in place of Q? 14 divided by Q is equal to 7. When we are going to substitute the left hand side, we will get 7. Therefore, 7 is equal to 7. The equation becomes holds good. Therefore, 14 is the answer for the given question. What about R minus 4 is equal to 0? Here also substitute the 4 different value given in the question. When R is equal to 4, 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. 0 is equal to 0, the equation is satisfied. When minus 4 is substituted in the LHS side, we will get minus 8 is not is equal to 0. Then 8 is substituted in place of R, we will get 8 minus 4 is equal to 0. What is the difference of 8 and 4? Definitely it is 4. Therefore, 4 is not is equal to 0. What happens when 0 is substituted for the place of R? You will get 0 minus 4 is equal to 0. Minus 4 is not is equal to 0. Only one case we are getting LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, that equation becomes satisfied when 4 is substituted in place of R. Therefore, this is the solution for the given equation. Therefore, the solution for the given equation R minus 4 is equal to 0 is 4. Let us learn about one more example. X plus 4 is equal to 2. Now, it is easy to solve the problem. You can do yourself, but try along with me. What happens when minus 2 is substituted in place of x? Minus 2 plus 4 is equal to 2. The equation becomes minus 2 plus 4 is equal to 2. Then what is the difference of plus 4 and minus 2? Definitely it is 2. So, for the first value only, we are getting LHS is equal to RHS. So, now minus 2 is the solution for the given equation. Now, let us test remaining 3 values given in the question. When 0 is substituted in place of x, 0 plus 4 is equal to 2. You know that 4 is not is equal to 2. Similarly, when 2 is substituted in place of x, you will get 2 plus 4 is equal to 2. What is the sum of 2 and 4? Yes, you are correct. It is 6. 6 is not is equal to 2. Therefore, it is also not the solution for the given equation. When 4 is substituted for the equation 4 plus 4 is equal to 2, then what is the sum of 4 and 4? It is 8. 8 is not is equal to 2. So, therefore, this is an solution for the equation. Therefore, the equation becomes holds good when we are going to substitute x is equal to minus 2. Therefore, minus 2 is the solution for the given equation. My dear student, you have learned wonderful concept about algebra from 3 sessions, but based on today's concept, I am giving you some questions as home assignment. Solve them and show to your teacher. Complete the entries in the third column of the table. So, this is the question taken from the textbook. You can find this question in exercise 11.5 and write the question and get the solutions for this question. The second question is complete the table and find the solution to the equation m minus 7 is equal to 3. Here you have to substitute the value of m in the given equation and you have to check for which the equation becomes satisfied. I hope you are all going to solve this problem. My dear student, I hope you all enjoyed this session wonderfully. Thank you all for your good participation in the class. Keep studying. Stay safe. Thank you all so much again.